Okay, we're going to take a look at the return on ad spend formula. The return on ad spend formula is actually really simple. If you know your revenue generated from your ad spend and your ad spend, then it is simply revenue generated by ad spend divided by ad spend. So we give a little example here. So if you generate $4,000 in revenue from your ad spend and you spent $1,000, then your return on ad spend would be 400%. So that is the very simple ROAS formula, but a lot of people want to be able to project their return on ad spend without knowing what it is. And that is possible as well, but you do have to know a few more business metrics. The business metrics that you really need to know to be able to project your return on ad spend is you're going to need to know your desired ad spend, your average cost per click, your average conversion rate, and the average order value if you're e-commerce, or the average conversion rate from a lead into a customer, and the average lifetime value of a customer if you're non-e-commerce. So we do both of the formulas here for e-commerce and non-e-commerce. So the projected return on ad spend formula for e-commerce is advertising budget divided by your average cost per click times your average conversion rate times your average order value divided by your advertising budget. We outline it here, and then we do a couple examples. So if you had a $10,000 advertising budget and a $5 cost per click at a 3% conversion rate and a $250 average order value, then your return on ad spend would be 150%. In this example, we say if your ad spend was $5,000 a month, your average cost per click was $2, your average conversion rate is 5%, and your average order value is 55. You divide that by your ad spend, then your return on ad spend would be 137.5%. So that's the return on ad spend formula, or projected return on ad spend formula for e-commerce. For non-e-commerce, if you're a service-based business and you just get leads, then you're going to need to be able to find out what the conversion rate is from a lead into a customer, and then the lifetime value of that customer if they are a repeat customer. So the projected return on ad spend formula for non-e-commerce is your advertising budget divided by the average cost per click times your average conversion rate times your average conversion rate from a lead into a customer times the average lifetime value of a customer divided by your advertising spend. So an example here is if we had a $15,000 ad spend and our average cost per click was $20 and the conversion rate was 9%, and the conversion rate from a lead into a customer is 12%, and the lifetime value of a customer is $12,500, in that case, the return on ad spend would be 675%. And the last example here is if you had an ad spend of $25,000 with an average cost per click of $25 and a conversion rate into a lead at 8% with a conversion rate from lead to customer at 20%, and an average lifetime value of the customer of $6,000, then you'd be looking at a 384% return on ad spend. So that's how you project your return on ad spend for non-e-commerce. You simply just add in the conversion from lead to customer and the lifetime value of that customer. Obviously, you can do all that manually, or you can just skip all that and use our return on ad spend calculator. Just type it all in and get your projected budget and your projected return on ad spend. So that is the return on ad spend formula. Thanks.